Here's a bread manufacturing industry.
Bread manufacturing plant is a facility where bread is produced on a large scale through an automated or semi-automated process. These plants are designed to meet high demands for various types of bread and are equipped with specialized machinery to streamline production from ingredient mixing to packaging. Today we're going behind the scenes to see how a bread manufacturing plant operates. Bread is a staple food worldwide, and manufacturing it at scales requires precision, technology, and dedication to quality. These bread manufacturing plants are designed to produce bread in large quantities, meeting the demands of supermarkets, restaurants, and homes. With advanced technology, the plant ensures each loaf has the same taste, texture, and quality. So now let's dive into the production process of bread. It begins with ingredients stored in large silos. Precise measurement and handling of flour, water, yeast, and more are essential for quality. Next, the ingredients are mixed in huge industrial mixers to form dough. Each bread type has its own recipe and consistency, which the mixers achieve perfectly every time. Once mixed, the dough is left to rise in temperature-controlled rooms, where it develops flavor and texture. And this process is called fermentation or proofing. After proofing, the dough is divided into portions of equal size and weight. Then, molding machines shape it into loaves, rolls, and or other bread types. The dough is then baked in large ovens where careful temperature control and, in some cases, steam injection, which it creates a delicious crust and soft interior. After baking, bread goes to a cooling system to reach room temperature before it's sliced and packaged. Packaging ensures freshness and prepares the bread for distribution. Throughout the process, automated systems check each batch for weight, color, and shape to ensure the quality. These manufacturing plants are regularly inspected to meet food safety standards. And finally, bread is stored briefly in climate-controlled areas before it's sent out to stores. Since bread is best fresh, distribution happens quickly, from raw ingredients to the packaged loaf. Bread manufacturing is a complex and fascinating process. It's a blend of traditional baking skills and modern technology, all aimed at delivering the freshest bread possible.
Welcome to our bread production plant, where quality are baked into every loaf. At this moment, I'll take you through our bread production process, showcasing the journey from raw ingredients to freshly packaged bread ready for your table. Let's go! Every great product begins with quality ingredients. Here, at the receiving area, we accept and inspect all raw materials to ensure they meet our high standards. Once approved, materials are moved to our storage area where they are organized and kept under ideal conditions until they are ready for use. Next, we move to the preparation and weighing area. Precision is key here. Each ingredient is carefully measured to match our specific recipes, ensuring consistent taste and quality across every batch. Our team or automated system handle this with accuracy, setting the foundation of the dough. Here, in the primary processing area, ingredients are combined and formed into dough. Our mixers and kneaders handle this task, carefully blending the ingredients to develop the dough's texture and structure. This stage is where the bread begins to take form. Once the dough is prepared, it is sent to the baking area. Our ovens are meticulously controlled to achieve the perfect bake, bringing out the rich aroma, flavor, and golden color that make our bread so appealing. This step is essential in delivering the quality consumed. After baking, the bread is transferred to the cooling area. Here, it gradually reaches room temperature. Proper cooling is essential to maintain quality, prevent moisture buildup, and avoid mold growth. The loaves cool under controlled airflow, ensuring an even temperature drop. After cooling, our bread moves to the packaging area. Here, each loaf is quickly and safely wrapped to preserve freshness. Our packaging not only protects the bread during transport, but also makes sure it reaches you in perfect condition, ready to enjoy. Our journey ends here in the final storage area, where packed bread is stored before distribution. Carefully maintained conditions ensure that our products stay fresh and delicious while awaiting delivery to our retailers and ultimately to your home. Hope you enjoy every bite of our bread as much as we enjoy making it for you. Thank you.
Workshop and maintenance area. Since the bread production relies on various machineries, regular maintenance ensures that these machines operate efficiently, reducing the chances of unexpected breakdowns. Preventive maintenance minimizes downtime and extends the lifespan of the equipment, which is cost-effective for the business. Equipment cleaning area. Cleanliness is paramount to prevent contamination and ensure food safety. With a designated area and organized cleaning schedule, equipment can be sanitized and readied for the next production cycle without interruption the workflow. This contributes to a steady, uninterrupted production schedule, especially in high-demand settings. The cleaning area allows for safe and proper disposal of waste, cleaning solutions, and chemicals which are often used to sanitize equipment. Proper handling and disposal prevent environmental contamination and ensure the facility adheres to the environmental safety regulations. Chemical storage area in bread industry is designated for safely storing cleaning agents, sanitizers, lubricants, and other maintenance chemicals used in the facility. It is designed to minimize risk by keeping chemicals in a secure, well-ventilated area away from food production zones, reducing contamination risk. Proper labeling, temperature control, and spill contaminant are maintained to ensure compliance with safety regulations. Access is restricted to trained personnel who follow handling protocols to ensure workers' safety and environmental protection. This area plays a critical role in maintaining food safety, equipment cleanliness, and operational safety. The office in the bread industry handles administrative tasks including scheduling, inventory management, and procurement of ingredients and supplies. It also manages financial activities such as budgeting, payroll, and accounting, ensuring the facility operates within budget. The office coordinates logistics and distribution, tracking orders, deliveries, and shipping schedules to meet customer demand. The control room in the bread industry is essential for maintaining smooth, safe, and efficient operations. By providing real-time monitoring, data-driven insights, and centralized control, it ensures that quality and productivity standards are met while also supporting food safety, compliance, and cost management. The training and conference room in bread industry is dedicated space for employee training, team meetings, and presentations. It is equipped with audiovisual tools, seating arrangements, and often whiteboards or projectors to facilitate effective learning and communication. This room is used to conduct training sessions on food safety, equipment handling, hygiene protocols, and other essential skills. It also serves as a venue for department meetings, strategic planning sessions, and discussions on operational improvements. By providing a professional setting for learning and collaboration, this room supports staff development, compliance, and team cohesion. The information lobby serves as a reception and information center for visitors, employees, and delivery personnel. It is typically staffed to handle inquiries, direct visitors, manage sign-ins, and ensure compliance with facility access protocols, including safety and hygiene guidelines. The lobby may also display essential information such as safety notices, production schedules, or company news, and serves as a point of contact for coordinating appointments, tours, or meetings. This area enhances security, facilitates smooth communication, and presents a professional and organized first impression for the facility. The staff locker area in the bread industry provides a secure space for employees to store personal belongings, uniforms, and protective equipment before entering production areas. It helps maintain hygiene by offering facilities where employees can change into clean attire, preventing contamination in food production zones. Lockers, changing rooms, and sometimes showers are available to promote cleanliness and compliance with food safety standards. This area also supports employee comfort, organization, and security, contributing to a professional and sanitary working environment. The employee lounge is a designated area where staff can take breaks, relax, and recharge during their shifts. It typically includes seating, tables, and amenities such as a microwave, refrigerator, coffee machine, and sometimes vending machines or snack options. This space provides employees with a comfortable environment to unwind, fostering morale, reducing stress, and promoting productivity. By offering a dedicated break area, the lounge helps maintain a positive work environment and supports overall employee well-being. Laboratory. It is essential to the bread processing industry for ensuring quality, safety, and innovation. They test ingredients and finished products for consistency, nutritional content, and safety by detecting pathogens and allergens. Labs also optimize production by analyzing fermentation, moisture, and additives to enhance texture and shelf life. In product development, labs support new recipe formulation and nutritional enhancements responding to consumer trends. Finally, laboratories ensure regulatory compliance by verifying labeling accuracy and aiding traceability, which is critical for maintaining standards and consumer trust.
We will now proceed to the production workflow. Initially, before the production proper, the raw materials enters the receiving area where the goods are inspected and sorted out. This is also where the storage area is located for immediate storage upon receiving. Taken from the storage area, raw materials are prepared and weighed prior to the production. We then head to the primary processing area where mixing, proving, dividing, shaping, and baking takes place. It is then cooled and packaged before it is temporarily stored and shipped to designated locations. And so, in order to make sure that these processes are properly executed, we have main key points in consideration of production. First is assigning roles or dispatching staffs or employees assigned in each areas. This is done to ensure that everyone who works at the facility, as well as visitors, contractors, and inspectors, knows what is expected of them prior, during, and after production. Assigning roles ensures minimal handling of the equipment and products and allows for smooth workflow. Next is quality control and food safety adherence. As an essential first step in ensuring good personal hygiene practices, entering a food facility properly is a must. To reduce risk of potential contamination in the facility. And so we have designated hygiene facilities as well as designated entrances and exits for staffs or employees, also for weights and other materials. Strict adherence should also be given to handling, storage, and transport, equipment used in the process, internal structure and fittings, food control and monitoring equipment, containers for waste and inedible substances, facilities such as water supply, drainage, and waste disposal. This also involves cleaning personal hygiene facilities and toilets, temperature control, air quality and ventilation, lighting, storage, control of food hazards such as microbiological, physical, and chemical cross-contamination. For inspection and control, given the nature of the activities and the types of food involved in the bread and bakery setting, managers and supervisors should have enough knowledge of food hygiene principles and practices to be able to judge potential risks, take appropriate preventive and corrective action, and ensure that effective monitoring and supervision takes place. This also considers documentation and records. Where necessary, appropriate records of processing, production, and distribution should be kept and retained for a period that exceeds the shelf life of the product. Documentation can enhance the credibility and effectiveness of food safety control system. Last on the key points in production is the feedback and review. This involves the post-production considerations involving consumers. And in some cases, scenarios, do we consider recall procedures where managers should ensure effective procedures are in place to deal with any food safety hazard and to enable the complete rapid recall of any implicated lot of finished food from the market. Recall products should be held under supervision until they are destroyed, used for purposes other than human consumption, determined to be safe for human consumption, or reprocessed in a manner to ensure their safety.
So the Codex General Principles of Basic Food Hygiene is applied throughout our manufacturing facility to ensure a safe, sanitary, and well-organized environment for food production. So here are the basic food hygiene guidelines that are considered in our manufacturing plant. First is the sanitary permit. This ensures compliance with health and safety regulations. This is crucial for maintaining a hygienic environment and is documented in the office and can also be seen in the information lobby in the front desk to be accessible for inspection. Next is the health certificates. Health certificates are kept in the office, ensuring all employees meet health standards to prevent contamination risk in food production. Hygiene practices are enforced to protect food quality and prevent hazard throughout the production process. That is why the quality and protection of food is always ensured from the pre-production process up to its post-production. For primary production, our primary processing area is meticulously designed to uphold the highest standards of hygiene and environmental control, ensuring the prevention of contamination from the very beginning of the production process. This area is equipped with specialized sanitation stations, temperature controls, and air filtration system that create a controlled, clean environment conducive to safe food handling. Strict protocols guide each step, from receiving raw materials to initial processing, with dedicated zones that separate tasks to avoid cross-contamination. These measures collectively safeguard product integrity and set the foundation for high-quality, safe products as they advance through subsequent production stages. Next is the establishment, the design of facilities and equipment. Thoughtful design and appropriate equipment layout from the beginning create a facility that is easy to clean, maintain, and ensures hygienic food production. The conference room serves as the space for regular staff training on food hygiene, personal hygiene, safe handling practices, HACCP training, and any other courses to maintain high competence levels of the employees. For establishment maintenance, cleaning and disinfection, and pest control, we have designated specific areas to ensure thorough and efficient practices. The workshop and maintenance area serves as dedicated space where defective equipment is inspected and repaired, preventing disruptions to production. Additionally, we've set up an equipment cleaning area where machinery and materials removed from the production line or the equipment cleaned out of place can be sanitized without risking contamination to active operations. And to further support our hygiene standards, we maintain a cleaning material storage room which is organized to hold all cleaning supplies and tools, ensuring easy access and promoting consistent, effective cleaning routines. This structured approach not only upholds our sanitation protocols but also reinforces pest control measures, keeping the facility safe and hygienic at all times. For personal hygiene, we provide dedicated staff lockers and comfort rooms to support employees in maintaining high standards of cleanliness and hygiene. Staff lockers offer secure storage for personal belongings and work attire, allowing employees to change into clean uniforms before entering production areas. This minimizes the risk of external contaminants entering the workspace. The comfort rooms are equipped with hand washing stations and hygiene supplies, ensuring that all staff can practice personal cleanliness throughout the day. These facilities are essential for reducing contamination risk, protecting product safety, and fostering a culture of hygiene within the facility. For control of operation, we have designated an electric and compressor area where the main breaker for all electrical and compressor system is strategically located. This area allows for centralized, immediate access to essential equipment controls, ensuring safe and efficient management of systems critical to food production. The setup enables quick responses to operational needs, maintenance, or emergencies, reducing downtime and safeguarding the continuity and safety of food processing. This arrangement is vital to maintaining a stable production environment and upholding a stringent safety and quality standards in our operations. For product information and consumer awareness, our information lobby and office function as key centers dedicated to providing clear, comprehensive product information and promoting consumer education. In the lobby, accessible displays and informational materials are available to inform visitors about product ingredients, production processes, quality standards, and safety practices. This area also serves as a space for consumers to learn more about our commitment to transparency, health, and sustainability. The office supports these efforts with detailed records, labeling information, and documentation that meet regulatory standards, ensuring that all consumer inquiries are addressed with accuracy. This dual approach fosters consumer trust and enhances awareness, reinforcing our dedication to quality and accountability. For transportation, we have established designated parking areas for trucks carrying raw materials, chemicals, finished products, as well as spaces for employees and visitors. By assigning separate, clearly marked parking zones, we prevent cross contamination and streamline the flow of materials in and out of the facility. This setup ensures that the transport of raw ingredients and chemicals remains safely distanced from finished products, reducing contamination risk and upholding strict food safety standards. Organized parking also improves the efficiency of loading and unloading processes, maintaining a smooth, hygienic, and secure environment that aligns with our commitment to high safety and quality protocols. For special provisions, our office and conference room are designated spaces for employees to review critical safety protocols, emergency procedures, and operational guidelines. Here, staff align on handling issues like recalls or shutdowns, ensuring a consistent and transparent approach that meets regulatory standards. This collaborative effort keeps everyone prepared, reinforcing a proactive culture of safety across the organization.
In a manufacturing plant, there will always be a hazard, especially to the production area. The HACCP is a tool to assess hazards and establish control systems that focus on prevention rather than relying mainly on end product testing. We consider different hazards such as biological, physical, and chemical that might be expected to occur at each step from primary production, processing, manufacture, and distribution. Here are the following hazards that might be encountered in our bread manufacturing industry. First, the conference room or the training area has a physical hazards because of the stairs. Stairs are considered a hazard due to several inherent risks that can lead to falls, injuries, or even fatalities. The control measure is adequate lighting should be provided on stairs to make each steps clearly visible, keep stairs free of obstruction, and use signage and warnings. These control measures can reduce the risk. Then, the chemical storage area has chemical hazards that can affect workers' health, facility safety, and the environment. Here are the chemical hazards that might be encountered: flammability and combustion, corrosive, toxicity, reactive chemical, explosive, and environmental hazards. Here are the control measures that can be implemented to reduce the risk of hazards. Proper segregations of chemicals, proper labeling, use of ventilation, and appropriate protective equipment are essential to mitigate these hazards. The laboratory area has chemical and biological hazards that can pose serious risk to personnel, equipment, and the environment. The chemical hazard might be presence or flammable and combustible chemicals, corrosive substances, and chemical waste hazards. On the other hand, biological hazards are pathogenic microorganisms that can enter through inhalation, ingestions or cuts, exposure to hazardous chemicals, allergens, and risk of physical injury. Here are the control measures that can be implemented to reduce the risk of chemical and biological hazards. By use of personal protective equipment, proper ventilation, spill and emergency preparedness, proper waste disposal, and regular inspections and maintenance. In the testing kitchen area has chemical hazards that can be present due to the ingredients and equipment used in the testing process. Here are the chemical hazards that might be encountered, such as food additives and preservatives that can cause respiratory irritation due to handling improperly. Floor dust can be an airborne hazard, enzymes and yeast and fermentation byproducts. Here are the control measures that can be implemented to reduce the risk of hazards, such as proper ventilation, using a proper PPE, proper storage, regular cleaning and dust control, spill kits and emergency procedures, and control use of laboring additives. In the equipment cleaning area, physical hazards can pose risk to workers. Here are the physical hazards that might be encountered, such as slip, trips and falls, sharp edges and moving parts, burn hazards, electrical hazards, chemical exposure from cleaning agents, and manual handling risk. The control measures that are implemented, such as use of proper PPE, regular maintenance, non-slip mats and proper drainage, clear signage and housekeeping, proper ventilation, and provide training on the safe use of high-pressure cleaning tools. The receiving and storage area has biological and physical hazards that can impact worker safety and product integrity. The biological hazards are pests because it can contaminate products and packaging with droppings. Mold growth, fresh or raw products may carry harmful bacteria, viruses or parasites, allergens, cross-contamination, and spoiled or expired products. On the other hand, physical hazards are manual handling and lifting hazards, slip, trip, and fall hazards. Falling objects, box, or packaging can have sharp edges that pose a risk of cuts, temperature extremes, and poor lighting. Here are the control measures that are implemented to reduce the risk. Pest control to prevent and monitor infestation, sealing and entry points, ventilation, and temperature control. Proper storage practices, adequate lighting, use of PPE, training and safe lifting techniques, and regular inspections and maintenance. The preparation and weighing area has physical hazards related to handling ingredients, using equipments, and navigating the workplace. Here are the physical hazards that might be encountered, such as manual handling and lifting hazards, dust inhalations and combustible dust, equipment-related hazards, and poor ventilation and air quality. Here are the control measures that are implemented to reduce the risk of physical hazards, such as training and safe lifting techniques, ventilation and dust control, use of proper PPE, and regular maintenance and inspection. In the primary processing area have physical hazards that workers may encounter while handling raw materials, operating machinery, and working with ovens. Here are the physical hazards that might be encountered, such as manual handling and lifting hazards, slip, trips, and falls, moving parts and equipment hazards, burn and scald hazards, falling objects, confined space hazards, and electrical hazards. Here are the control measures implemented to reduce the risk of physical hazards, such as training and safety protocols, use of proper PPE, machine safeguarding, ventilation and noise control, proper storage and stacking, heat protection, electrical maintenance, and emergency response plans. The baking and cooling area has physical hazard due to the high temperature, moving equipment, and various processes. Here are the physical hazards that might be encountered, such as burns and scalds, hot equipment and trays, slip, trip, and fall hazards, falling objects, temperature extremes, electrical hazards, and confined space hazards. Here are the control measures implemented to reduce the risk of hazards: proper use of PPE, proper machine safeguarding, training on safe handling of hot equipment, ventilation and cooling, proper storage of materials, regular maintenance of equipment, and emergency procedures. Lastly, the final storage area has physical hazards due to the handling, storage, and distribution of the finished products. Here are the physical hazards that might be encountered, such as slip, drift, and falls, manual handling and lifting hazards, falling objects, crushing injuries, temperature extremes, and fire and explosion hazards. Here are the control measures implemented to reduce the risk of physical hazards, such as proper storage practices, provide manual handling aids, use of proper PPE, good housekeeping and cleanliness, and electrical and fire safety and
summarization on why do we need to consider those things previously discussed, such as the basic food hygiene and hazard in the industry. First is to ensure the safety of the employees while working. These hazard placements are helpful for the employees' awareness for the hazards in the workplace. Next is to avoid the damages to equipment and facility, and to also reduce the financial loss of the company. Next is to protect the public and the environment. The basic food hygiene posted in each area of the plant ensures the safety of the product that will be out in the market. It will also ensure the public that the company provides safety and security to the food products. Last is to maintain the business reputation. This sets of guidelines with the company and employee helps to have a good image to the public, knowing that the company provides a transparency to the public.
There you have it. That's it for our presentation. Thank you for watching.